season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's a carry for Oliver, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the run, it's Oliver. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They run. It's Oliver. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They run it here with Oliver. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And they'll run it here. Oh, strong running by Oliver. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, Go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at the 40. After the interception, here's Rosen. Throw left side complete. That's Ford. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Green 39.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And Lambo will put this one through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Let's go. White 90.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Come on, let's go. White, 90. White, 90. Flex round. Flex round.
They're going to look to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And they're going to have this across midfield. Field and inside the 45.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39.
On first down, it's Rosen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Again, it's Rosen. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Well, no takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so he's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And on the ground they go with a running back. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Flex round! Flex round!
4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down. What's the motion?
They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. On the return is Peterson. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now Rosen on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
On 2nd down, Rosen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Rosen to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sherman. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here.
Now, Jack, Patriot! Patriot! Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Rosen to throw again. Throw left side complete. It's Sherman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go!
Throwing again, it's Rosen. Looking for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. They only needed a few inches there on 2nd, but forget the halfback dive. They were going for the big one.
I thought it was a good time to take a shot. You figure with their running game, if they don't get it there, you come back and run for it and pick up the 1st down. Go ahead and be aggressive. Try and get one downfield for a big one.
So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Going for the deep ball. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Lucky 56.
Rosen on first and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it first and 10.
Come on, let's go. Brad 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38. Ohio. Ohio.
Check three. You go take.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Take four.
Let's go. White 90. White 90. Hot.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10.
Shift.
Flex round.
56 Mike.
Ohio.
They'll drop the throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Get him, boy.
Ohio. Come on, let's go. Grand 38.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Hot. Flex round. Hot.
Back to throw. And Street's got it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are back within a score. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Now here's Johnson. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Grand 38.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They go again with Oliver. Powerful running. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Now Rosen. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They really struggled in the first half, but they've made some adjustments looking better in the second half. But sometimes do we overanalyze? Is it always adjustments, or sometimes is it guys just sticking better to the game plan?
I think the latter, and I love how you brought that up because we always want to credit, oh, they adjusted here and they made this change there. Sometimes it's just executing what they worked on in practice all week much better. In this case, I think it's a combination. They found a different part of their playbook, and it's working really well for them.
Working extremely well at this point. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Come on, let's go. Spread 38. Spread 38. Hey.
He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Back out of that Philly. Here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And his pass incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Rosen will throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. That goes for a gain of 31. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
From midfield now, here's Rosen dumping it off for Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
Here's Rosen. And this one's incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Over. Detroit!
Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Flex round! Flex round!
And they'll run it here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the 1st half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Flex round! Flex round!
Four down, check, four down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pick up there of 20 yards. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
He'll get it up the middle, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. On third down, it's Oliver. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So out now come the Cardinals. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Back to throw. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Over, 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 over. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Throwing now is Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now it's Rosen. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's into the clear. The 40, 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action.